What's going on, man? What's up, everybody? Birds chirping, man. Sunday morning. Got a game coming up at in a few hours. Um, yeah. Man. Hope you all had an okay day yesterday. Um, let's not waste no time, man. Let's get into it, okay? Um, we got a 227 over under in this one. Boston Celtics favored by, excuse me, 4.5 on at excuse me, 4.5 at home, man. And that's with Jalen Brown being questionable here. I don't know. Shit, he might be playing today. All right, a few things I want to tell you about these guys here. The trend, with Brooklyn, right now, we got things trending over. We got the over. The over is 7-1 in their last 8 games. Versus a team with a winning record. But I really can't take too much into that. What's I can, but these are new players right now. They got a lot of new players on this Brooklyn team, man. So but these players can put the ball in the rack. That's one good thing there. This Boston team has been the same. And I can get a better read on these guys, but the over has been trending with them too. Okay, so the over has been really trending with Boston. I mean, the over is 5-1 in their last 7 games overall. All right, the over is 3-0 in the Celtics' last 4 games after ATS win. So even after they cover, the next game seems like they've been coming back and going over again. And the over is 4-0 their last 5 games after a straight up win. So, the over is trending here. I'll say for both teams. Um, gonna have KD, gonna have Kyrie. It's gonna be some points scored here. KD has been playing the 4 lately. We don't have props out. You know what I'm saying? We did have a couple of props I was filling around with just KD and stuff like that, and KD and Kyrie. For these boys here, I mean, 20. I don't know. I might just, I don't know. I'm gonna have to fuck around and dabble. I need to wait though until the teams, until these, the rest of these guys come out. We should know shortly. If if the guy if what's his name, Jalen Brown is playing, so that's something to keep an eye out on there. uh Drummond, with these guys coming back, he should be a little bit more effective if you ask me. Robert Williams, he's had a double-double, I believe, in 11 of his last 15 games, so he's been playing some ball. And then Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum, those guys are pretty much self-explanatory. I don't know. I like the matchup for Kyrie. I like the matchup for Jalen Brown if he plays. Kevin Durant does what he does, as well as Jason Tatum. This should be a fun one, you know. So if I was to lean, we got a total in this one. If I lean towards the over in this one, I mean 227. It's possible, but right now I'm pretty much undecided. Okay, I like threes. Threes is a big thing right now. One thing, I always roll with Kevin Durant. Whenever I bet on him, it would never be 3 threes. It would always be 2 threes. I mean, he's just a 2-3 hitting motherfucker. Maybe one. You know what I'm saying? I really hardly was messing with his 3-point prop, but he came back off injury this time. Let's see what he does, man. Okay, because he is a bucket. So 2 threes is not out of realm of possibilities. Along with Kyrie. 2 threes are for both of them. That's a -113 in your pocket right there. Of course, they got to hit them, but it is what it is. And my Facebook is doing things right now. It's 7 a.m. So, yeah. Okay. And then, rebounds and assists, or just raw points. I mean, even if you want to get to a 20, a 20 for these guys, that's probably doable. You know what I'm saying? 20, 20, and threes a pop. If you want to take Kyrie threes down and leave that up there, you still get plus money. It is, but I'm not stressing anything right now. Just need to get to the rest of these guys. Slight lean towards the over. I don't have a lean in this one here, man. It should be a good game, though, man. Just happy to see these guys healthy. Phoenix Suns at Milwaukee Bucks, 229.5 over under in this one. Milwaukee Bucks are favored by 9.5. This line has been moving. I should have jumped on it. No, no. You know what though? Let's talk about it anyway. So, there's no Cam Johnson, there's no Booker, there's no CP3, whatever the case may be with that, man. So, this is the second time these two teams have played. This will be the second game of the year. Phoenix Suns smacked them up, man. They beat them up, beat up Milwaukee, man, last time at Phoenix, and now they're at Milwaukee. It's time for Milwaukee to try to take care of home. With all these injuries, I think they would. Cam Johnson was the final straw that broke the back for me. It's right now it's Milwaukee or nothing for me in this one. We have a 229.5 total. One thing about Phoenix Suns, the over is 9-2 in their last 11 games following a straight up win. But, I can't really go off that right now because, three main components of their offense are out. All right. So on the Milwaukee side, the over is 6-0 in their last 6 games following the ATS win. They just been trending over. The over has been 5-1 in the Bucks' last 6 home games. Okay. But this team is decimated right now with injuries. Man, guys are going to have to step up on this Phoenix side, and it's going to be so much usage to go around. You're missing Cam Johnson right now, and, he's a flamethrower coming off the bench. Anybody can give you 5-6 threes off the bench, what the hell? He's a big part of what they do, especially right now. Now you're going to have to rely on guys like Shamet and, just a lot of guys. DeAndre Ayton out there playing ass. What the hell, man? Crowder and, those boys, they're going to have to, Bridges and stuff, they're going to have to be more aggressive. Are they able to score on a consistent basis like that? This is a revenge for Milwaukee. Milwaukee need to come in here and beat the dog shit out of these boys, man. I ain't even going to lie. If they can, they just need to get up on them, man. A confidence, that's a confidence booster. I would say. What do you got? Boston, they have OKC coming up. Milwaukee got OKC coming up, Atlanta and Golden State. They should go ahead and try to beat up on Phoenix and OKC. You know what I'm saying? Then they got Atlanta and Golden State coming up after that. I know this is the regular season, but it is what it is, man. At this point, in my opinion, there's some blowout potential here. Just don't see where consistent points are going to come from, but I could be wrong. This is the NBA, all right? Shit. It's Milwaukee Bucks and nothing for me. Maybe player performance double or something like that. The Milwaukee Bucks do give up the 3 ball, though. We do have points. We do got props out for this one. I didn't even fucking know that. I just didn't even look. So, what we got here? Crowder, 11 points. That's got to be doable. It's got to be doable. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be doable. Oh, yeah, they did have points and props and shit out for here. The usual suspects, the Chris Middletons, the Giannis, and the Holidays. You know what I'm saying? They definitely in play. I rarely go to Holiday, but for them X amount of points, and he can really sell you too, man. But 15 and the 15s, that's the 10s. Just to scrape the surface for some money. You can do that. That's a plus money right there just to get 15 and 10 for those 3. But I didn't look into the props like that. Milwaukee does give up the 3 ball, okay? So They're going to be out there taking them threes, okay? I mean, you get some decent numbers here, all right? For somebody like Crowder, a 10-point prop, like, come on, man. If we hustling, minus 194 is a good number. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, then if you get up there with a 15 for Chris Middleton and, 10 points, 15, minus 104. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to do. It's a lot to think about. And then rebounds and everything. And, minus the fact that I haven't even talked about somebody like ABC and, mainly, Bridges and shit like that. Then, it's more than a few ways to skin a cat. Play at threes, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to go out there and be greedy, you don't have to go out there and be greedy, man. You got guys like Drew Holiday with his 3-point prop sitting at 2. If you want to get there, whatever, you got a good plus money prop for somebody like Chris Middleton and Jay Crowder. His is jacked up, and because of the injuries, Jay Crowder. But you step in that 2-3-point range, you get a Crowder and a Middleton and a Bobby Portis and a Bridges. All these guys, Grayson Allen's, and all those guys are 2-3 candidates. I'm not gonna play them all. And it ain't like it can't happen though. You know what I'm saying? But just probably any 2 of these will get you plus money. Maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here. Let me see what we got here. Take that Bobby down. Even though I like Bobby for 3. 2. Jay Crowder, you know what I'm saying? Chris Middleton. It's just some plays, man. It's just some plays. It is what it is. Campaign. Assist, it's going to be, we'll see though. We'll see how easy it's going to be for him to get assists against this team. But it's Milwaukee Bucks and nothing for me. Maybe a double-double in the win. Where they have player performance doubles out. I can't believe I didn't look through these. Did I look through this here? I mean, just to, even in my even in your parlays, a double-double, something like that. 10 rebounds for Bobby Portis. I don't know if I would go there. A lot to like about this game, though, because it's got to be played. If they can get hot from behind the arc, man, I'll be looking for a few guys to hit a couple threes here. That's all I can hope for right now. Milwaukee is nothing for me. Indiana Pacers at Washington Wizards, 228 over under in this one. Washington favored by 3.5. We should have everybody back for Indiana. I ain't gonna say everybody, but it is what it is. These two teams, they played back on the 16th. Indiana won by 5. The total was 221. All right. This was when they had made the trades or whatever. So that was in. We got 228 over under right now. Of course, I forgot when the trade deadline was, but I'd imagine this was a little bit. That team was probably a little bit premature. So Indiana Pacers have been giving it up in the rebound category. Okay, now Washington Wizards should see somebody like what's his name? Kristaps Porzingis is slated to make his return today, so that's something. Now, Indiana, the over is 10-2 in their last 12 games as an underdog, okay? So that's something to look at right there. And the Pacers, they are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games following a straight-up loss there, all right? And the over is 4-1 in Pacers' last 5 versus a team with a losing straight-up record, all right? I do have some interest in this over. All right, you got Malcolm Brogdon back. He could probably help push that over. If you catch a Buddy Hield come out there on fire from 3, then you might get a good recipe for an over there. All right. Then it's not helping. I want to see how they're going to try to incorporate Kristaps Porzingis, where they're going to put him at. They're going to put him at the 4, bump Kuz down to the 3, bring him off the bench, and give him a limited minutes role. Because you got 2 more centers over there in Washington. You got Bryant, and then you have Bryant, And then you have the original starting center. I forget his name, which was came from my Chicago Bulls, Gafford. So it's going to be interesting to see how they try to pull this off. I don't know the status of this minutes limit for if he's going to be at a minutes limit. Kristaps Porzingis. I got an itty bitty slight lean towards the over in this one. Nothing official though. Trust me, nothing official. Kyle Kuzma is in a good spot though, just off pure usage. But we will see how things gonna shake out. Like I said, Indiana hasn't been rebounding the ball well, so that's something right there. And I'm always have interest in Halliburton's assists. I mean, it is what it is. Washington Wizards Memphis Grizzlies at Houston Rockets. We got 237 over under in this one. I think this is the third matchup between the two. What else? One of those matchups, Ja Morant did not play, so that's some interesting news to point out there. The one game that Ja Morant did play, I think they beat him by 20. Maybe 20 or more. I can go back and look at that for you guys if you need me to. But yeah, so right now, as it stands, I mean, how can I can't back Houston. I can't back Houston in this one. So it's Memphis Grizzlies or nothing here. I don't have anything for props or anything like that. I ain't even gonna lie. Not too much interested in it, you know. I'll keep it moving to another game that I don't have much interest in. A little slight interest, I'll let you know. Probably what everybody else will have some interest in. But 223.5 over under in this one. Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma City Thunder at home. Utah Jazz favored by 14. Real big ass spread here. I mean, you know what these guys do, man. I mean, one thing. I mean, this Oklahoma City team is decimated with injuries. They could be tanking injuries, whatever you want to call it. But there's a ton of folks out of this game here. Utah beat these guys 5 games in a row. One thing I can say about these motherfuckers is OKC, they 37-22 against the spread. They're okay against the spread. So you guys know they will cover. It is what it is, so I don't have any interest in that. Now, injuries here. I could just go on and on about injuries in this game here. So it's crazy. Let me see. Let me. Oh, you know what? Conley is out for this one. All right. Yeah, I forgot. All right. Well, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Mike Conley. Okay. Then you got Williams, and then Ty Jerome and Derek Favors. So Aaron Wiggins is questionable, and Mike Muscala is out, along with Robinson Earl and Juancho Hernan-Gomez is questionable. So it's a lot of injuries there. Donovan Mitchell, man, he's going to have a lot of ball handling duties. It is what it is. They're just coming off that loss, getting their motherfucking head stumped in by the New Orleans Pelicans. And, they'll be looking to bounce back. Self-explanatory. I can't look nowhere else but Oklahoma City. Props wise, Rudy Gobert is in a Rudy Gobert spot. His rebound prop. Let me see what his rebound prop is. Damn, 13.5. It's definitely doable. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is with that situation, though. Even if you don't want to, you can get down. Let me see what the 12 is. Minus 245. You can get to a 12 or something. Same game parlays. Or you could just go over here to let me see. That's probably his double in the win is probably okay. That's good and that's okay. All right, that's okay. Minus 164. Even if you want to parlay it up, that's cool. Got some juice on it. Hey, 164. It is what it is. I'll go to that. And what's his point prop? 13 and a half. Okay, so yeah, we cooking. We cooking with grease. We cooking with grease. We cooking with grease. Let me see. Yeah, we cooking with grease. That's definitely doable. I got some interest in that 13 and a half, okay? Even if I go to a 12 or something like that, same game parlays, I got interest in that. All right. No, and then the threes, of course I'm gonna have some interest in the threes. Two threes for Bogdanovich and maybe three threes for Donovan Mitchell, and then Donovan Mitchell assists, sitting at 5.5. Definitely have interest in that. Even getting down to which is going to be juiced. Is if that's at minus 150, then of course it's going to be juiced up for 4. Yeah, yep. So yeah, so maybe 5.5, 4.5 or something if you want to get to the Saturday parlay. But yeah, man, it's just it's Utah Jazz or nothing, man. Double in the win, something like that. And Toronto Raptors at Cleveland here, 206.5 over under. Cleveland Cavaliers 4.5 point favorites at home. Got injury destinations here. These two teams played twice, and Cleveland ran away with both of them. There was a lot of ins and outs in those two games. So if you want to take that into consideration, Fred VanVleet is questionable. Caris LeVert is doubtful. I don't expect Caris LeVert to play. OG is out. Malachi Flynn is questionable. Rajon Rondo is doubtful, so I don't expect him to play. And that's it for the significant injuries. Here, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first game that Pascal Siakam will be playing against this team. They have some bigs to throw at him though, so only thing he plays like that. I need to see what the status is of Fred VanVleet. You know what I'm saying? But double candidates, of course, Jared Allen and Darius Garland, both of those guys, they double candidates. Darius Garland just coming off a 19 assist game here. Rondo is doubtful. So we know, PRAs and, double doubles and, assist props and 3-point props and shit are in play for him. Darius Garland, they have no props out right now, but, Darius Garland has been on fire from behind the arc. He's hit 3 threes or better in 8 straight games, 4, 5, 4, 3, 3, 5, and 3. So the proof is in the pudding right there. That's my guy. Everything is fine when Cleveland is winning. I always got a smile on my face. I'm not a big spread type of guy. You know what I'm saying? But that spread ain't that big. If Fred VanVleet don't go, then I gotta lean towards Toronto. Towards Cleveland in this one. It just is what it is. Slight lean towards Cleveland right now. Raptors. The Raptors. They 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games. They haven't been playing good ball. The under is 4-1 in the Raptors' last 5 games, playing on 1 day's rest. This total is sitting at 206.5. It probably could go under if Cleveland brings some of that defense with them. The under for the Raptors, the under is 5-1 in Raptors' last 6 road games versus a team with a home winning record with a percentage of greater than 600. So that's something to look at there. And a few things have been trending under for Cleveland, okay? The under is 4-0 in Cleveland last 4 home games versus a team with a winning record, and the under is 3-0-1 versus in their last 4 games after scoring 100 points. And between the two teams, though, in Cleveland, the over is 5-0 between these two teams in Cleveland. But, we got injuries and shit to talk about, whatever the case may be. But, in that time span or whatever, the Raptors are 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 meetings in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know which way to go with that. That total is too low for me to be fucking around with it. You know what I'm saying? Slight lean towards the Cleveland Cavaliers for me until further notice. I do want to see if what's his face is playing. Fred VanVleet. New Orleans Pelicans, it's another one of my favorite teams, man, to bet on. 227.5 over under in this one. Denver Nuggets favored by 3.5 here, okay? Tell the two teams here, okay? What do we got here? Okay, all right. The underdog here. I love the fact that the New Orleans Pelicans are underdogs here. This is the fourth and final matchup for these two teams right here. Okay, we don't have props out. Oh, we do have props out. What do we got? Let me see. Let me take a quick look at what we got here. Okay, so these props just came out. Okay, these props just came out. 23.5, 22, 14, 9. 25.5. Okay, we're going to get into it in 1 second. Let me take a brief look here. Okay, they still playing. Okay, no, that's the rebound props here. Okay, 5.5 for Ingram and McCollum. Jokic 12.5 and Valanciunas. Okay. Assist prop where I'm interested in. They still got them down there, sitting down there at that 5.5 playing with our emotions, huh? At plus money, huh? Okay. We're going to see about that. Then we got 2 for, okay. Okay, it's a numbers thing for me. All I look for is these numbers, okay? I know I can get to 4 for these guys at my number. Y'all guys know my number. You know my number, all right? I can get to 4 for these. I can get to 4. I can get to 2 because the number's there. You know what I'm saying? And that'll stack up for me. That'll be in my player pool anyway. You know what I'm saying? I have to decipher from some of that. Let's see what we got for this 3-point area here. McCollum 2.5. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now check this out. So, okay, this is the fourth and final matchup for these two here. I had to go through those props real fast. I haven't even seen those. All right. So, fourth and final matchup for these two here. Now, both of these teams, they run on the road. Okay, the first 2 games, Denver was on the road. They won them. One of those games were in overtime, December 8th. Fast forward to February 4th. Denver. New Orleans Pelicans took care of business, all right? Now, interesting thing to point out there, they didn't have any CJ McCollum, but I want to say Jackson Hayes got the start. And that's where it all started, I want to say right there. You know what I'm saying? Remember this Pelicans team, starting off, they ass was on that losing streak or whatever, and I believed in them. Whoever been riding with me, man, they know I believed in them. Whatever the case may be, they made the coaching adjustments and a few personnel adjustments. You know what I'm saying? And now, they on their top. They're on top of their game defensively now. All right. Added CJ McCollum and boom. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Now Denver Nuggets haven't seen this team with CJ McCollum. Jokic has had a pretty good game. He's had a near triple-double, I think, 2 out of those last 3 games. He's been killing it. One of those games, Julius Randle had a really good game. I like the matchup of this game, how this team matches up. The trajectory, everything is out there for me. Only way I can look at is New Orleans Pelicans in this one. That's my underdog pick for today. We're going to see. We're going to see what's going on here. We're going to see what's going on, all right? Now, what do we got here? I'm pretty excited for this one here. Win or lose, they're going to have to go ahead and hit me upside the head. But it's the Pelicans for me. Now, the Pelicans, they've been pretty good on the road, especially as of late. The under is 7-0 on the Pelicans' last 7 versus a team with a winning straight-up record. They have been, playing some good ball. You know what I'm saying? They've been playing some defense. They 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games, all right? So what we got on the spread here? And the total, because I forgot, man. Let me see, 227. Spread, okay, all right. I'm just saying, look, the Pelicans, they trending under. They've been playing good defense, and they've been covering. Especially in their last 4 games, and on the road at that. You know what I'm saying? They done beat up on this team on the road. Pelicans, it's Pelicans. It's Pelicans for me. But I can't. I can't leave the Denver side out. And rightfully so. This attributes to this contributes to the under as well. I mean, the under is 3-0-1 in the Nuggets' last 4 games. So in the last 4 games for both of these teams, the under is trending hard. The under is 3-0-1 in the Nuggets' last 4 games as a favorite. The under is 9-1 in the last 10 versus a team with a losing straight up record. So it's it just is what it is. Between these two teams, the under is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings between these two teams. The under is 6-0 in Denver between these two teams. The Pelicans are 6-0 against the spread in the last 6 games at Denver. So, you could, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't give out too many picks. You know what I'm saying? I don't give out too many picks. But, I know where I'm putting my money at on New Orleans today. And it's not going to be, I don't care. I win or lose, it is what it is. I think McCollum has a really, really nice matchup. A really, really nice matchup. I love the matchup for CJ. It's going to be the 23 points or it's going to be the 3 threes for me. It's going to be one or the other. 3-point props here. I can get to a 2.5 for him. My number. I mean, to a two for him. My number in same game parlays. Straight bets. He has the upside to go over. So 4 threes is not out of the realm of possibility. The usage is going to be there for him. So yeah, y'all know my plays. Y'all know my plays, man. Brandon Ingram. I mean, both of these guys. 2020. These. You can go. I can get with a 20-20-20. To tell you the truth, you know what I'm saying. I can get with a 20-20-20 and be gone out of there. But those are some plays that I'm not opposed to getting to. Jonas Valanciunas, man. He's going to be one of the deciding factors. He has to keep his hands to himself. He absolutely has to keep his hands to himself. Rebounding, I have to go back and look at some things. But Ingram, I don't mind getting to 4 for him. But I probably don't want to stress. I'm probably not going to want to stress nothing. He's averaging 5 rebounds, though, but probably not going to want to stress. You know what I'm saying? I probably want to stick to the high usage players in this rebounding thing here. So for those reasons, I probably just look for assists, with the 2 guys that kind of had the ball in their hand the whole time. So 2, 3, 4 assists is now the realm of possibility for CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram. So, what I'm saying? Especially when they try to, they're probably going to have to stagger them in certain instances. One of these guys going to be in by themselves along with CJ McCollum. So you got that working for you. Nikola Jokic is, he gave these guys a triple-double a couple times. Or, I know once, or he's been knocking on it. So, his peripheral props are in play too. So it's a lot to like about this game. It's a lot to like about this game here. A few things to like. Keeping it moving here. Last game on the docket. 218 over under in this one. New York Knicks at Los Angeles Clippers. When I seen this game, when I looked at it, all I could look at was the over. All I could see was the over, man. That's all I could see was the over without even, doing any research. It just felt like an over game to me. I could be wrong. Of course, I could be wrong. I think this is the second meeting between the two teams. It did go under, all right, but that was back in January. What's been going on lately between these two teams? Back in January, they had a total of 212. But lately, what have you done for me lately? The last New York, let's talk about them. The over 6-0 in their last 6 games overall. Everything is trending over. All right? Everything is trending over. Everything is trending over. That's self-explanatory. Now, for the Clippers, the over is 5-0 in their last 5 games as a home favorite, which they are now. They favored by 4.5. The over is 6-0 in the last 6 home games for the Clippers. The over is 4-0 for the Clippers in the last 4 versus a team with a losing record. So a lot of stuff was already pointing towards the over anyway. Now, between these two teams, the over is 6-1 in their last 7 meetings, all right? So, what do we got? We got player props now? Because we didn't. And now we got player props. So, I guess. Anyway, I'm looking at the threes here. I ain't even going to lie. I'm looking at the threes, specifically Evan Fournier, and then Marcus Morris, and then you got Reggie Jackson. All right, your standard two, two. Batum could pop out for a couple. R.J. Barrett could pop out for a couple. Fournier, it's like 3. It's like 3 to 5 for him. You know what I'm saying? So 3, he's in play for that. So I have to decipher between these 3-point props here to see which ones I want to get to. Any 3 of these will get you plus money. I'll tell you that right now. So, if you want to go for a 2, 2, and 3, that's plus money. Any 3 combinations of those guys will get you the plus money. You don't want to go to 3s, then you can look at something like raw points. I do like this spot for Julius Randle. They're not a good rebounding team here, Los Angeles Clippers. And then I really like this spot for somebody like Mitchell Robinson. I got to see what his rebounding prop was. Went to him last game. I've been going to him quite often lately. He's not up right now. All right. So Julius Randle, wouldn't mind getting to an 8 rebound prop for him. You know what I'm saying? Game parlays. Ivica Zubac, his rebound prop sitting at 10. I don't know what to expect here. I don't see him getting any foul trouble, so I get he's got that working for him. I can see him being out there, So I'll have to look at an 8 or something like that. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some shit to look at this game here. And like I was getting ready to say, raw point standpoint here. You know what though? New York Knicks haven't been that good against centers. It's in a perfect world, it is a way that Ivica Zubac can get to a double-double, but we'll see. We will see. But yeah, what do we got here? I have to decipher through some things. I have to decipher through this here. I ain't even gonna lie. You got Terrence Mann out here. R.J. Barrett, 23.5. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like the spot. For Julius Randle. I'm just gonna have to see, man, because they just put these props out, and I have to see. It was no props out earlier. All right. Slight lean towards the over in this one. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Thank you guys for checking me out, man. It is what it is. Good luck today, man. Peace.